There are a lot of pieces of land that are set aside for wilderness areas. Do you think that we should use these areas for development or preserve them?
I'll preserve them, definitely.
I am definitely of the opinion that we need to keep them preserved, just because, like, without the wilderness, what is humanity? I mean, that's where we started off, and if you destroy the wilderness, you essentially destroy what is the backbone of our society to an extent.
Preserve them.
Why?
Well, you can always build up in cities, you know what I mean? You don't have to build out.
Definitely.
Why?
Well, because if you use it all up, then there won't be anything left. It'll all be junky.
I mean, Einstein even said if you were to get rid of a species such as the bumblebee, within 4 years the human race would go extinct. Like, you can't do that.
I feel that the more we build, the more waste will come also. And thinking that, you know, what we should do with the land, what humans should do with the land we're the only factors, you know. Well, do we want to preserve it, or what do we want? Maybe that's not the question. The question is what's best for the land, you know. So changing that fundamental perspective, I think, can answer the question.
Okay. Many people think nature is something we should reconnect spiritually or emotionally. Do you believe that or not? And if you do, what would you do to reconnect? Or if you don't believe in it, why don't you believe in that?
I do believe in it, I guess. Because culture today, you know, everybody's looking at their little screen or getting on the computer or watching TV or whatever. And so people don't just go out and do nothing and disconnect from all that stuff. So that's what I would do to reconnect. I would disconnect all that stuff, turn it off, leave it home, and go out there and enjoy it.
I think society's based on getting away from the natural forces that can kill us, that can harm us, and everything like that. So to reconnect not only with our human nature, which might be connected to wilderness or nature as we generally conceive of them, you know, are we going to have to somehow eliminate the society we've built up and the civilization which we've distanced ourselves from it?
I don't necessarily believe it entirely. I do think we need to be more in touch with the fact that nature exists, and we need to acknowledge, hey, look, animals are out there. They're there. We can't just destroy whatever we want. I do think, to an extent, you do need to realize that. But at the same time, we've progressed to the point where it's not necessarily that we're above nature. It's just that if we were to go entirely back to our original state, we would go extinct in a heartbeat. Like, we're at the bottom of the food chain without technology nowadays. So
Reconnecting would involve not only taking trips, camping trips, but drastic changes in the way we act.
If an area is designated as wilderness, should it remain untouched even if it contains valuable resources such as coal, water, or oil?
Again, I think there's a delicate balance to the way we work. And we have destroyed things, we've created cities and whatnot, and we've been fine up to this point. But what are we going to do if we get rid of all of that? Then what?
For now, yeah, I would say so.
For now? Why for now? Why not now? What if we need the water?
Okay, water.
Or oil,
I can
or
see
coal.
water, oil and coal. I don't think.
But coal is the most used. It's what we use the most for energy.
It's true, but it's the dirtiest.
That's true.
Why do we need coal and oil if we can get it from the sun?
I think we need to be very careful. We need to limit our resources. You go to a third world country and no one will drive cars. Everyone walks everywhere. They're very careful with how they use their food, how they use all of their resources. They are protecting the environment. And then we Americans, you know, if everyone in the world lived the way that we did, we would go through 4 planets in a heartbeat. There's no doubt about it. So we need to be careful with the way that we have these resources. If we destroy them, we destroy ourselves, essentially.
A lot of what happens in wilderness and other areas is because of political ramifications. not just political ramifications, but corporate ramifications. So big business is into oil right now, natural gas, and then, coal is still a business. So companies are going to want to continue profiting off of the land, off of these resources. I think that we can avoid taking the land and put solar panels all over the place. We can put windmills in different places. And we can try and find other alternative energy sources. So I think it can be done. I just don't think people want to, because the societal structure is already set up to where we use oil, natural gas, and coal. And the companies and this, societal system is going to want to stay that way.
So leave it untouched for now.
So yeah, try to find something else if you can, I would say.
Okay.
You know?